Hello and welcome to Electric Bike Report. My name is Pete and this is the iGO M29r electric bike in for testing and review. This video will give you an overview of the bike and all its features, and you can check out the full review at electricbikereport.com. So first of all, let's take a look at the aluminum frame. This is a 6061 aluminum with hydroform tubing, and you can see the dip here in the top tube, and the idea here is that this bike will fit a wide range of riders, and iGO calls this their ErgoFit design. This can fit riders from 5 foot to 6 foot tall and a bit beyond that as well. So pretty versatile bike, and you can see the integrated 48 volt lithium ion battery pack here. I'll have a little more details in a bit, but nice centered and low weight distribution for that battery pack. You've got rear rack attachments on the frame here to be able to carry some extra gear, but overall pretty solid looking frame. Let's take a closer look at the Suntour suspension fork here. This is the Suntour Nex, and it has a pretty lively active feel to it, and definitely does a good job of taking out the rough stuff on the road or trail. And on the top here you can see this lockout, and you turn that dial to lock the fork out when you're riding on smoother terrain, so that it's a more efficient ride by preventing the fork from bobbing up and down as you stand out of the saddle and pedal hard. So it's a nice feature to have on a mountain bike like this, so that you can really use the suspension fork when you're riding on rough terrain, but then have the efficiency for riding on the roads. So as the name would imply, the M29R has the 29er or 29-inch wheel size. This is the largest traditional wheel size for mountain bikes. There's also 26 and 27.5, but the 29er wheels are large. They allow you to roll over obstacles pretty easily, choose really direct lines, and also they corner pretty well too. So they're not quite as agile as the smaller wheels, but for overall general riding, they're pretty darn nice. These are the Maxxis Crossmark 29 by 2.1 tires, and they have a nice good off-road tread, but you can also see the good center tread for riding on the road too. So this is the 48 volt 10.4 amp hour lithium battery pack that's housed in the down tube of the frame here. This uses Samsung cells, and you can see on the top here, this is a USB connection, so you can be charging a smartphone or tablet or other USB chargeable device on the go. iGO also offers the option of a larger battery pack. It's a 48 volt 13 amp hour pack, and that adds $299 to the price of the bike. Look at the other side of the battery pack. This is the lock area where you can unlock the battery and pull it off the bike, and down here is the charging port. Removing the battery pack is really easy. You just take the key, turn it to the side, pull the battery pack to the side, and then pop it out. This is the 48 volt 10.4 amp hour pack, and here's a look at the frame with the battery removed. And then to reinstall it, just line it up at the bottom here, slide it to the side back in there at the top, just make sure that it's in there, take the key, and you're good to go. Here's a look at the battery with the charger plugged in to the bottom of the pack, and this can be charged on or off the bike, and the charger takes about 4 to 6 hours to completely charge an empty battery. The M29R is powered by this 500 watt direct drive rear hub motor, and this motor can peak at 700 watts of power, and it provides assist up to 20 miles an hour. This is a very smooth and quiet direct drive motor, and it's definitely one of the highlights of the M29R. So taking a look at the drivetrain here, here's the crankset and pedals, and then you can see the chainring cover there, and that helps to protect your pant legs from getting too greasy, and also keeps the chain from popping off the side there. And then moving back to the rear derailleur, this is a Shimano Altus and an 8-speed cog set with a pretty nice range of gears for climbing and cruising along the flats. The Tektro Aries mechanical disc brakes are used both on the front and the back of the bike to slow down the M29R. These have 160 millimeter rotors, and they also have the switches at the brake levers, so that when you engage the brakes, the electric assist stops. So we'll take a quick look at the handlebar area. These are the lock-on file grips, pretty grippy. The Tektro mechanical disc brake lever, the thumb throttle here, the LCD display, the Shimano Altus 8-speed shifter, the bell, and the rear Tektro brake lever. Okay, let's take a closer look at the display here. We've got all the different levels of pedal assist, these are the 3 driving modes. This is Eco, Normal, and Power. And then there's 8 different levels of pedal assist within each driving mode. And it may seem like a lot, but what I found is that I picked one particular driving mode and just varied the pedal assist, just a few pedal assist types within there. And it really depends on if you're riding off-road a lot or if you're doing mainly road riding. So there's a lot of ways to really customize the bike to get it to ride the way you want. Also on the display, you've got your current speed, you've got your battery level, and this is the voltage here. You've got trip distance, so you can also see the ride time and then the overall odometer. So a lot of information on the display here. Next to the display is the thumb throttle that you can hit to add a little boost to the pedal assist, or you can use the throttle by itself and just cruise along without pedaling if you want to. Here's a look at the lock-on grips. These have a file pattern, and they definitely provide quite a bit of grip. Also, speaking of grip, there's the Tektro brake levers, and these have a rubber grippy surface for helping in wet conditions. So here's a look at the Selle Royale saddle here. Definitely a performance profile saddle, pretty narrow overall, and it also has this relief section in the middle for a more comfortable ride. Okay, so that's the overview of the iGO M29r electric bike, and you can check out the full review at electricbikereport.com, and that will include lots of pictures, specifications, ride characteristics, the range test results, pros, cons, and overall thoughts, all at electricbikereport.com.